Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Robinson will try to pick it up. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Throwing on first down. Daniels. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return is Scott. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now Williams on first down. Allen's got it complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Here's Williams throwing on first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a first down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
He's going to keep this again, and he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Operating from the gun, Williams to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Back to the running game with Swift. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
On third and goal, they're going to run the option. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He hit on all 6 of his passes on that opening drive, including the final throw for a touchdown, as his guys start here first and 10. Off play action. Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, no reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
Running on first down, Eckler. Able to slither by. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll look to throw again. Ertz has it left side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken the lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
McManus now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Williams on 1st and 10 to the right side, and he's got more complete. Still going. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 60 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's got a man complete. There he goes right side. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. He's still barreling through. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On first down, Williams. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Let's be smart. Let's go hard. They can't stop. What's the deal, y'all? Keep out his business, man. Let's go. Let's go right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They've gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Williams now looking to throw on 2nd down. A little short pass. This is Everett. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the option to give to Swift here. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Now Williams on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's more. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play, but it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it, and 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw. Daniels flushed out right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
To throw on second down, Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Throwing on first down, Daniels. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
He's got his target. That's complete. Big yardage that time for Washington. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 15 now. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there on the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Williams on 1st down, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. But correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jahan Dotson getting set for this next drive. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Daniels. Oh, nice move. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 6. And that will be incomplete. That seemed to be a run-pass option, but when you're going downfield like that, was it designed to be that way?
It certainly was, because what you're trying to do is draw people up with the fake inside, and hopefully people can run past them downfield. But in any event, I like the aggressiveness taking the shot.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Bears down by 8, a minute 40 remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Back to throw. This one complete to his fullback. The ball comes out. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
They'll come up now on 2nd down. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. And this is caught. He hits more. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders, and they are going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.